This is another installment of me talking about the meetups for my meetup group that I took over, the Colorado YouTube Club. And this morning we had a little tiny breakfast at a place called Great Scott's on the north side of Denver. And the place is really nice. It's very clean. It's a new building. It's got this 50s diner atmosphere. And food, you know what you're getting. But the portions weren't that big. Wait staff, pretty good. The ambient noise, as far as being able to hear people across the table, was good, but it could be better. They play a lot of classic oldies music in there, and it's the music that you're fighting against, not the other diners, which that's better than, say, Lucille's, where, like, at times you're just, like, screaming over the table just because you're fighting against all the other people who are talking in the restaurant. So yeah, for the third time in a row, we've had somebody RSVP within 20 minutes of the meetup actually happening. And trying to calculate how many tables we're going to need is not an exact science. You'd think that, like, if someone RSVPs, they're going to show up. But no, that's not the case. And I think a big part of that is because I'm not charging anything for these meetups to anyone else. I'm just paying the meetup fees for the club to exist myself and letting people show up for free. Just pay for whatever food they eat. If it's at a restaurant, separate checks. And, I think that there's not much buy-in as far as, like, obligation to go when something is free. So, you can maybe sometimes say that 2/3 of the people that RSVP will show up, but sometimes it's not even that good. And, when somebody RSVPs 20 minutes before the actual meetup happens, I'm sitting at the table that I've already told the waitress how many we're going to have, right? And so, like, 10 minutes after I'm actually sitting at the table, got my phone in hand, I'm already there, like, 30 minutes early to reserve the tables that we're going to need. Because a lot of these places that we're trying out, as far as having a good variety of food, and, it's not too expensive, and is it, not too loud. These places, they also have differences in the ability to handle large crowds, and a lot of them, they don't take reservations, which is weird to me, but they just don't take reservations, especially on Saturday mornings. They're like, nope, if you come and there's no availability, then you'll just have to wait. We have little buzzer things to pass out to you, and you can hang on to it, and it'll light up and buzz when you get your table. So I go 30 minutes early, and I tell them a specific number of people that we probably will have show up, to let them know what kind of table we're going to need, if they're going to have to join tables. And then 10 minutes after I'm already sitting down, because I've already given this number, people are like, oh, look, here's a meetup that I might want to go to. Bloop. And then they just show up. I'm not angry that people are showing up. That's great. But 30 minutes notice? I've Anyways, another thing that I've run into with this meetup group, besides the whole everyone who I meet in it wants to talk about how to make money off of YouTube. Another strange thing that has happened is each time we've done this, someone has shown up without having a YouTube channel. Now, this is the Colorado YouTube meetup group, right? The Colorado YouTube Club. You'd think that people would have a YouTube channel, at least. Like that's like it's free. It's not hard to do, but instead of like at least having some link for me to go subscribe to you, people have shown up without even setting up their channel at all and wanting to pitch ideas for videos to me, to the others, about, how do we think that might go over on YouTube. So before they're even going to start, they want feedback on how their idea will be received. And again, I've given this advice before, and I'll give it again. The best thing you can do is just sit down with a fucking camera, hit record. Put yourself out there. Start like that. Don't try to take the you out of YouTube. Don't try from the beginning to start a TV show. Unless if that's your thing, that's fine. But I hope you get it started, because the hardest part about this thing that we do here on YouTube is actually getting to the point of pushing that record button. I've done it thousands of times on this channel that you're watching me on. And I know that there are times that I have gone where it's been hard to just sit down and push record. I know that period of time that I was thinking, what's going to be the theme of my channel? And I was dreaming of like keeping to that theme and being known as like a subject matter expert of something. Throw all that shit out the window. Just sit down, think of something you want to talk about, fucking hit record. If I had to bet, I would say near 0% of the people who show up one time to my Colorado YouTube Club and try to pitch us ideas about videos, near 0% of them will actually create a YouTube channel and follow that idea that they had through. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird thing where people want to talk about this dream that they have, this idea, and you know that there's just not much get up and go to them. There's not much investment in the dream. They just want to talk about it. And, on the side of networking with actual YouTubers who actually hit the record button and actually, post things, on the side of that, I'm fine with talking to the rest of the general public about what we do. But, it's like, I feel like the best advice that I can give people, that motivational, get up off your ass, actually do something type motivation, I feel like as much as they need it, it's probably going to scare that type of person away. So train off in the distance that really wants me to know that they're here. Did you hear it? Anyways, tonight I'll be around midnight Mountain Time doing a hangout with Michelle Knight. And if you all are lucky, we will answer some pressing questions about the future of humanity. And also, if there's any dead space in there, if perchance she has to go to the restroom, I will be doing a dramatic reading from Lane Farrow's Cannoli for the Cop Next Door. It's probably very riveting. I'm just going to, randomly pick a page, close my eyes, flip through, put my finger down, and just start reading. It'll be awesome.